by introducing free primary education FPE, a landmark policy that opened classroom doors for millions. Today we dig back to that promise made and executed on a day like this back in 2003. It is crumbling under the weight of funding shortfalls, overcrowded schools, and potential return to fees. This special report digs into the crisis, threatening to reverse one of Kenya's most celebrated education reforms.
It is crazy, actually.
In January 2003, newly elected President Kibaki fulfilled his campaign pledge declaring a primary education free for all.
We have the intention to make sure that all children do get education.
The move aligned with the global goals like education for all and the Millennium Development Goals. The impact: enrollment surged from 5.9 million in 2002 to 8.6 million in 2004.
Our teachers were mainly the content mastery. You know the subject you're teaching. Some teachers could teach without even a lesson plan and teach a subject for 2 years, for a whole year without skimming.
Iconic moments like the 84-year-old late Kimani Maruge joining Class 1 captured global headlines. Kenya's literacy rate jumped from 68% in the year 2000 to 82% in the year 2020. That underscored by UNESCO. Despite the early successes, systematic failures emerged.
Do we expect the money to be released?
Oh my God! I wish you could ask someone else. I'm a recipient. Please. How would I know?
The issues only increasing in successive regimes, despite receiving a lion's share of budgetary allocations.
Access to funding for education immensely contributes to the realization of the universal access to basic education in the country.
Among the issues was chronic underfunding. The government currently allocates 1,420 shillings per child annually, a figure unchanged since the year 2007 when each child was getting 1,020 shillings despite inflation.
1999, President Moi thought of free primary education, and a team led by the late J.J. Kamotho visited Zambia, Botswana, that had introduced free primary education, and they came up with a very good and comprehensive report. Item number 1 was that there will be a problem of pressure on infrastructure.
Currently, schools are owed up to 64 billion shillings in unpaid capitation for over 7 years, according to the Ministry of Education.
It is not something that I can today say that I'll be able to sort out the 64 billion pending bill to the schools. In fact, my main challenge is to see whether we can be able to receive in full, first and foremost, what we are entitled to deal with the current students that we have.
The other issue: overcrowding and teacher shortages. Classes sizes have ballooned to 100 plus students in some schools. Teacher pupil ratio currently stands at 1 teacher to 56 students against the recommended 1 teacher to 40 students. The other issue of contention is shadow fees. Parents still pay for uniforms, exams, and activity fees, costing up to 5,000 shillings per year for every child, according to a report by the Kenya National Union of Teachers in the year 2004.
We have, for the first time, are seeing children from primary schools being sent home for fees. It has never happened. You walk in the streets and you find a child and you ask, why are you not in school? They have been sent home for small monies in primary school.
There was a saying by that time, elimu bure, ama elimu ya bure, making it useless. Instead of working on free quality primary education, he went ahead and brought in the 100% transition and the affordable, the affordable secondary education. So the problem that was in primary was moved to high school.
In a recent parliamentary briefing, Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba revealed parents may soon bear 50% of school costs, signaling a rollback of free primary education.
When we come and we say we need X amount to deal with our sector, then you tell us, no, we can't give you that, we are only going to give you this. So we have to work with what you give us. So we are in this together.
The biggest problem is when you tell people things are free and then the law says they're free, and therefore we cannot go to them because Kenyans are now highly enlightened.
60 billion shillings in pending bills have crippled school operations. No centralized database exists to track education funding, a glaring oversight.
We are joking with a very serious issue and actually precipitating a crisis in our country, because we are talking of an 11-year-old or 12-year-old who is not able to access education. And Madam Speaker, what that is doing, as I said yesterday, you have children, especially girls, being lured to early marriages, to early pregnancies, to defilement cases because they do not have the food and they don't even have sanitary towels. Madam Speaker, if we cannot provide food and sanitary towels for our kids, then we are failing as a nation.
Kenya's missteps have been linked to donor dependence, corruption claims, as well as policy flip-flops, such as the delays in the releasing of funds.
How do you expect these principals to run the school? And those children are already there, they have the students in schools, they have pupils in schools, so how are they going to run the schools? How free is education in Kenya?
Elimu ya msingi ni bure na ni ya lazima. Na kwamba ni bure na ni ya lazima haijamaanisha kwamba haigharimiwi. Ni serikali inagharimia hiyo elimu ya msingi.
As Kenya grapples with this education crisis, one question lingers. Will Kibaki's, the late President Mwai Kibaki's legacy survive, or millions of children pay the price for systematic failures?
Done, there is more than enough space for everyone in Kenya. Wrongly done, there is no space for anyone.
Article 43(1)(f) of the Constitution, as read together with Article 53(1)(b) and (c), entitles every child to free, quality, and compulsory basic education.
Emmanuel Kutosi, KUTV.
Yes, 3 balls, isn't it?